What's happening, fellow Marvel Legends fans? This is Solid Dave Snake, continuing my reviews on the Avengers, Age of Ultron, Marvel Legends Infinite Series, Build-A-Figure Thanos Wave, with Iron Man Mark 43 from the new Avengers Age of Ultron movie. So this Iron Man action figure is based off of how Tony Stark looks in his Mark 43 outfit from the movie. And this may be my favorite Iron Man Marvel Legend to date. I really love the color choices on this Iron Man. They really pop, they really shimmer, they have a glossy look all over. And he has an extra head, and of course he comes with one of the Build-A-Figure pieces for Thanos. And he comes with the left leg. So after I review all these individual figures in the line, I will have a review on Thanos at the end. But let's take a look at his alternate head, which I'll show you how to put it on, but we'll take an up-close look at it first. And this is supposed to be that Mark 43 visor flipped up to reveal Tony Stark underneath. And none of these action figures out of this Marvel Legends series with the unmasked versions, they don't exactly resemble the actor's likeness, but they are all close enough. I think you can tell that's Robert Downey Jr. under there. And I'll give you a look at the actual masked face before I change them. But it looks really good. No paint mismatches on my head sculpt. Everything is within the lines. So let's pop that off and pop on the new one. And it pops on real nice, although I would be careful with this top visor just because it almost looks like it's a separate piece. You can see how there's separation there in between the mask and the helmet. So you may just want to be careful with that. But overall, I am loving this Iron Man suit. A lot better than the previous Iron Man we got in the Guardians of the Galaxy wave and that cosmic Iron Man outfit. This is a lot better. They really did a good job with the arc reactor in his chest. Really looks shiny. And same thing on his hands, his thrusters. That's a nice shade of blue as well. But the red and gold and silver really shimmer all through here. I love the variations. And these shoulder pads are flexible so you can get him in flight poses. This one's actually a little popped up from where I took that cover photo with this hand out. So once you do pose him for a while with his arms up, you may have to wait a while for that to set back down or pull out a hairdryer to loosen it up. Not as much paint variation on the back, which is kind of upsetting. It looks like there should be some silver and gold tones right along back here too. And I don't know what it is with Hasbro and these Marvel Legends. On some of them, they do not always detail the backs as good as the front, which isn't too good. You can tell. I mean, there's a lot of sculpting differences. There should be some paint variation there. Of course, there is down here on the ankles and on some of the back of the arms and upper shoulders, but this whole section just seems to be lacking, where when you look at the front of him, he just looks incredibly detailed. I mean, they didn't miss any paint on the front. Although there's no variation down on his feet. I almost feel like this band should be a separate color as well. So where there's paint, they did an incredible job, but I always feel like there's parts missing to be painted on some of these Marvel Legends. And I don't know, let me know if you agree, because I think that back does look a little bare on the paint, especially through here. But articulation-wise, he is incredible. Just like all Marvel Legends, you can get this Iron Man in some really good flight poses. His head is on a ball joint and a hinge, as you saw when I took it off. So you can get him really far down and about this far back, but if you want his head up even more for flight poses, you can take off the head and just ever so slightly put it on. Then it really looks like he's looking very far up. And he has the ball joint and hinge at the shoulders, which isn't restricted from these shoulder pads. So you can get it really far up there and all the way around. It's a great movement there. Cut at the upper bicep, double jointed elbows, which you can get all the way up. And I really like how it looks seamless whenever you have it all the way down. They did a good job on these elbow joints and knee joints, which I'll show here soon. The hand is on a peg and a hinge, which will go that far down, that far up, and rotate all the way around. He's got an ab crunch, which will go really far back, which is nice for flight poses, and only a little far forward. He does not have a waist cut, but it's not really needed with this one, since you can rotate him here, that ab crunch as well. And his leg movement's great. You can get him pretty far back, but you can get his foot pretty far forward too, and get him to split all the way out. And he has a cut right here too, which will rotate all the way around. And his knee joints, like I said, they're really hidden nice when all the way up, but he does have that double jointed knee, so you can get it all the way back like that. And he has both ankles on a hinge and ankle pivot, and of course peg holes on the bottom of his feet. And one accessory I'd like to see in the future for some Iron Man figures, or maybe some thrusting effects to plug in on the bottom of his feet. I think that'd be really neat. But alright guys, that'll wrap up my review for this new Iron Man Mark 43, and stay tuned because I will be having the Hulk review up next. So I'll catch you then guys. Later.